What if I told you there are fish eggs that sell for $25,000 per kilogram, or spices that go for $5,000? Yup, I'm talking about foods just as expensive as a year's rent in New York City or a month-long vacation in Europe. And in today's video, we'll explore some of the most expensive foods in the world that'll simply blow your mind. We'll start with the unassuming Densuke watermelon at number 15. Grown exclusively on a small Japanese island, these unique fruits have jet black rinds and an incredible sugary flavor. During peak season, they auction off for well over $200 a pop. I guess you could say they're worth their melon weight in gold. Coming in at number 14 is Japanese Wagyu beef. This marbled meat is so intensely rich and buttery soft that one small bite is all it takes to turn you into a total steak fanatic. Top-tier cuts like the legendary A5 grade sell for hundreds per pound. If you do the math, that's more than your monthly paycheck for a single steak. It definitely makes you wonder what those cows feed on. Sliding into the number 13 spot are oysters. They may not seem that fancy at first glance, but certain oyster varieties can cost you quite a fortune. Most notably, Belon oysters from Brittany, France, are considered the finest in the world due to their plump size and unique briny flavor. You can expect to pay at least $50 to $100 per half dozen, so the next time you eat raw oysters on the cheap, spare a thought for their luxury lifestyle. Grabbing the 12th spot are ruby Roman grapes. Grown exclusively in Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan, these fruits have crimson red skins that shine like rubies and a concentrated flavor unlike any common grape. Each year, at harvest time, an auction is held where the fruits are sold one by one to the highest bidders, like precious gems. And in 2021, the record was shattered when a single bunch went for nearly $19,000. I guess you could say these grapes are more precious than real rubies. At number 11, we have the famous edible gold leaf. This ultra-thin gilt material has no taste or nutritional value itself, but that doesn't stop ambitious chefs from layering it onto desserts, cocktails, steaks, and beyond. And while each ultra-thin sheet costs around $100, gold leaf dishes can quickly climb into the thousands. Yet, the visual spectacle alone always justifies the extravagance for those seeking attention. Kopi Luwak coffee claims its way to number 10. It's produced through the truly unique process of being scarfed down and pooped out by the Asian palm civet, which is also known as coffee cat. And the beans are said to have an intensely smooth flavor from the creature's digestive tract. Coffee roasters usually charge $600 per pound to taste this exorbitantly priced cat poo brew, but surely you'll need deeper pockets than the average Joe to start your day with this. Next up at number 9, we have fugu. This blowfish is notorious for containing a deadly toxin in its ovaries and liver that can stop human hearts in their tracks. But when prepared by licensed chefs trained in fugu cuisine, the poisons are removed, leaving only its delicately flavored white flesh. Because of the risk involved in the preparation, fugu is one of Japan's priciest seafood splurges, with whole fish sometimes valued at over $100 per ounce. So even when you're feeling lucky, never let the chef's knife slip. Buzzing in at number 8 is Manuka Honey. Harvested from New Zealand's Manuka bushes by industrious bees, this monofloral honey contains impressive levels of methyl glyoxal, giving it robust antibacterial properties. The higher the MGO count, the rarer and more expensive the honey becomes. Top-tier Manuka honey, with over 750 MGO units, retails for up to $1,000 per kilo, surpassing even floral honey, adorning Emirati palace banquets. As a superfood worthy of super prices, 1 teaspoon is all the sweetness you'll need from this divine nectar. Taking the 7th spot is moose cheese. Crafted exclusively in northern Sweden, this rare delicacy involves milking moose cows by hand and aging their milk into cheese wheels. Harvesting this cheese is no easy feat. After all, it relies entirely on local moose herds' migratory patterns and behaviors, meaning production varies wildly each year. The price usually shoots up to $1,100 per kilo, so if you get hold of a wheel, it's no less than a wheel of gold, and you can feel its royalty even from the slimmest of slices. Up next at number 6, we have the Matsutake mushroom, only found growing symbiotically with certain trees in Japan. These aromatic fungi signal autumn's arrival each year. Their woodsy umami flavor is unparalleled amongst fungal finds around the world. Top-grade matsutakes sell at outdoor markets for 30,000 yen or $270 per kilo. Yet, that's just the starting bid. Records show prices going well over 150,000 yen or $1,350 for award-winning specimens. So, one matsutake might just pay for their whole darn mushroom-shaped backyard. Nosing in at number 5 are white truffles. Prized for their intense garlicky and earthy aroma, the famous Alba variety hails from Piedmont, Italy, where specially trained dogs sniff them from roots of oak, hazel, poplar, and linden trees in the fall. A 1-pound truffle can go for $4,000 at auction, making them worth more than gold. Such fabulous fungi may seem like highway robbery, but one shaving over pasta is all it takes to understand their nose-pleasing value. After all, when it comes to fine dining, sometimes the most pungent things in life can't be put a price on. Strutting in at number 4 are ayam Samani chickens. These bizarre Indonesian birds are entirely black, and by entirely, I mean feathers and bones to skin, organs, and flesh. Their rarity has driven demand through the roof amongst collectors, selling for $2,000 to $10,000 each, depending on quality. Securing a family of these peculiarities will undoubtedly impress guests and serve as the ultimate status symbol on the farm, even though they are purely decorative due to their lack of flavorful meat. Then again, all that dark coloring comes from higher levels of melanin, which is thought to provide some immunity from skin cancer. At number 3, we have saffron, which comes from the delicate purple crocus flowers in Kashmir, Spain, and parts of Greece. It takes around 150,000 hand-picked stigmas to produce just 1 pound of these precious orange-red threaded spices. The amount of labor involved drives the prices to over a whopping $5,000. Even top chefs use it sparingly, with just a few strands capable of coloring and flavoring an entire paella. It's no wonder societies once waited against silver. Swimming in at number 2 is Atlantic bluefin tuna. An icon of Japanese cuisine, these torpedo-shaped fish grow up to 1,500 pounds and cost around $3,600 for half a kilo at the world's premier fish markets. But a significant moment occurred in January 2020 when a 600-pound bluefin tuna was sold for a record-breaking $1.8 million in Tokyo. While most will never taste its prized raw flesh, for sushi masters, it's the peak of their craft, and with demand surpassing the available supply, these majestic dark blue giants have become stars of the aquatic world. So basically, one bite is worth a king's ransom for those who can afford it. Finally, making its mark on the number 1 spot is Alma's caviar. Harvested exclusively from endangered giant sturgeons in the Caspian Sea, each tin of these fish eggs represents a small fortune. At over $25,000 per kilogram, it currently holds the title of the world's most expensive food. While most can only dream of tasting its rich, buttery notes, for people with bottomless budgets, Alma's caviar is definitely the ultimate treat for anyone. So let us know in the comments which of these expensive foods surprised you the most. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon for instant notifications so that you never miss a video from Factastic Trivia.